welcome back to my channel Gabbabetic, and welcome to my Valentine's baking video. So you can see that I've switched it up for Valentine's, and I do have a red skirt on and this kind of red necklace too. I didn't have anything pink, so this is my makeup here with the pink eyeshadow and my red necklace and red skirt. Today we're going to be making a vanilla Valentine's Bundt cake. It's my first time making a Bundt cake, and I think it would be really nice for Valentine's to decorate it all pink with flowers and things like that. Of course it's going to be gluten free. I hope you liked the video. If you do, please give it a big thumbs up, comment down below and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I think it's time to get baking. So let's start on the baking. First things first, we're going to get our Bundt tin, and in the spirit of Valentine's I have this rose gold Bundt tin. Not sure what actually size it is, but it will make a really nice Bundt cake. That's kind of how I hope it will look. Like I said, it's my first time making it, so we shall see. And the most important thing is we have to grease this with butter and make sure we get in all of the kind of nooks and crannies there, because we want it to look like this and we don't want it to get stuck in the tin. So this is what I mean by how greased we want it. Every single part that you can think of, even the part in the middle. So that should be good to go, so we'll get started. Then you get a large bowl, and in this you're going to put your flour, salt, and if you don't have self-raising flour like me, this would be the part where you put in a bit of baking powder as well. And if anyone wants to know, this is the gluten-free self-raising flour that I use, and this is the best one. Like, I don't use anything besides this. So we have our flour and we go and add it in, and then we'll just add in a bit of salt. Now we're going to get another large bowl, and in this one we're going to put our butter and sugar and our eggs. We're going to cream it all together, and then we're going to have our wet mixture, and then we're going to add our dry one to that. I've just added in the butter and I made it into small kind of chunks to make it easier to whisk. And now I'm just adding in the sugar, and I'm going to get my electric whisk and whisk this all together. This is post mixer, and you want it to look light and fluffy, so I'd say that is about right how it looks there. So we're going to go ahead and add in our vanilla, because it is a vanilla Bundt cake. And now I'm just going to add in like a big teaspoon of vanilla essence, maybe even a little bit more, because I do want it to be very vanilla-y. So I've used about 1.5 teaspoons there. Just going to give that a mix through, and then the next thing that we're going to do is add in the eggs. It actually smells really strong of vanilla, which is exactly what I wanted. So I have my 4 eggs here, and I'm going to add them in one at a time and give them a little mix in between. So I'm really bad at cracking eggs, so usually what I do is kind of hit them off a different bowl and then open them. Yeah, that was perfect. I'm going to add in all the eggs together, and what I'm going to do is give it a go of my electric whisk before I put it in the tin. So I'll show you that when I'm done. Alright, so here's how things are looking after I whisk it. You could see that there's lots of air in there, which is what we want. So remember our dry mix from earlier. We're going to fold in a bit at a time, and we're going to keep whisking as we do it, because we want to keep that air. And then we're going to put it in our Bundt tin. Doing the first bit now. So I don't know, this is the first time I've ever made a Bundt cake, and I decided I would just do the vanilla flavour because I thought I could decorate it really nice for Valentine's Day as well. But let me know in the comments if you've done any other flavours of Bundt cake and how that went. Okay, so here's how it looks post adding in the dry ingredients. So I'm going to add that into our Bundt tin from earlier. Sorry, I realise my camera is slipping a lot. I don't know what's wrong with my stand today, so sorry if it's like going down like this partly through it. So we're going to add it into our Bundt tin. We're going to smooth it over the top, and then we're going to put it in the oven. So I've never used a Bundt tin before, so I don't know how to do it. I'm just going to put it in a bit at a time, I guess. Going around each side of it and adding a bit as I go, and then kind of layering that. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so here's how the Bundt tin looks. I'm just kind of leveling out, tried to make it as even as I could, and I just want to wipe off any bit in the middle because I don't want it to like burn on there. So this is how it looks anyway. It's going to go in the oven at 160 degrees fan, and I'm going to bake it for about 35 to 40 minutes, and I'm going to test it with a skewer when it's ready. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the oven now. Okay, so I've just taken my Bundt cake out of the oven, and I'm really happy. The smell of vanilla is amazing, isn't it? Isn't it really nice? The smell of vanilla is so good and really strong. I'm glad I put in the extra bit. And it looks okay on the top for the first Bundt cake. Little tiny crack here, but besides that, everything else looked good. So I'm going to leave it in the tin for 15 minutes to cool. And then we're going to put it on that wire tray over there and see if it took shape. Moment of truth. So I have my wire rack ready. Cake is ready to come out. So I should have mentioned to check that it was ready. Well, it's a really nice golden brown colour, but I put a skewer in and it came out clean. So that was after 35 minutes at 160 degrees fan oven. So that's what I would recommend. But other than that, you should check when it's golden brown and when the skewer comes out clean. This is going to be really scary to flip it around. So here we go. Okay, so moment of truth. I'm going to put this upside down and flip it, and hopefully it will all stay together. So, not too bad. I'm actually so happy with that as my first attempt. So it really got the lines of the tin on the sides. Gonna be transparent on my videos. A little bit did stick in the top, just that much, about that much. But you could see that it all came out in one go, so I think that's pretty successful. And I'm gonna decorate the top anyway. So we're gonna leave this to cool for a while, bring you for a walk while we wait, and then we're gonna make it really Valentine's-y. Okay, so it's been a while and I left the cake to cool. I wanna be very careful with it. So here is how it's looking. I will show you it up close in a second. So what I want to do, I think, is I want to put some icing on it, like drips of icing over it. But I want it pink, and I also want to put some white chocolate. So I'm going to melt down some white chocolate, and then I have some really cute flowers to put on top. So I hope it will look very Valentine's-y, but let's go and decorate it. Okay, so I made the icing first. Basically all I did was I got icing sugar and some warm water and some pink food dye and melted it. And you want it like this consistency so that it's running off the back of the spoon. I was going to do the white chocolate first, but it takes really a lot of time to get the white chocolate perfect. So we're going to go and put the pink icing all over the cake. I hope it will make it look nice. I haven't really decided what way I want to do it, but I think I'm just going to do it like drips kind of thing. And I just kind of go back and forth. There's no real pattern to it, just whatever you feel like. I also want to put some white chocolate on there too. So I've just melted down some Cadbury's white chocolate buttons to look like this. Now, white chocolate is really, really hard to not burn. So make sure you get it at a really good consistency like this. And then we'll put it on here too. And lastly, before it cools, I want to put some little wafer daisies on it because I feel like that will make it look really cute for Valentine's. And what's perfect is I've been given pink and yellow daisies, so it literally matches my cake. So I'm just gonna put them around all over the cake, and the chocolate and the icing will help them stay on it. And so I didn't use all my flowers, so I'm gonna keep them for next time. And I'm just gonna let the cake set, let the icing cool and set, and the chocolate set, and the flowers should be stuck in place then too. And then we can see our Valentine's Bundt cake and we can have a taste. Okay, so I've left it for a while. Looks pretty set, everything feels set. So moment of truth, we're gonna move on to a nice plate and then we're gonna cut a slice and have a taste. But it looks so cute. I really like how it looks. Looks so Valentine's-y and girly, and the flowers are so cute, and I'm very excited to try it. So I feel like it's a her, so I've just put her on this really cute heart plate, and here is how she looks. Everything held together really well from a gluten-free point of view. On the top, obviously we're going to cut a slice in a minute, but it just looks so pretty. It's so pretty! Okay, here she goes. I'm going to have to cut her, which is so sad because I really don't want to cut it because it's so pretty. I feel like I'm only going to cut a little slice from like back here because I just don't want it to break apart, but I have to have a little bit. So I'm going to cut through. So far she's holding together really well. I'm going to get this little slice here. Okay, let me move my hand. I hope you can see that. That's how it looks. So really looks really good. It's cooked perfectly in the middle. Then we have the sides that have the goldenness on them. We've got a bit of icing there, and it's not like falling apart. So that's really good. Got to put it in a little bowl and have a taste. Okay, so here it goes. So like I said, my cookies. It smells really good. It smelled really strong vanilla when it was cooking, but it doesn't smell as strong now. Perfect, not crumbling apart like normal gluten-free. You can actually make pieces of it. So I'm going to get a piece with a bit of pink icing on it, and I'm really looking forward to this. It's better than I thought. Wow. I need to give myself more credit because this is way better. I'm really happy. I never made a Bundt cake before ever, and it tastes really good. It just tastes like a really nice vanilla sponge. It's so soft and moist as well. It's not dry, which is something that, you know, gluten-free can be dry sometimes. This is really moist. Oh, it's so good. Here's the rest of her. I will try an edible flower later on. I got them in the shop and they are gluten-free, so I don't want to take one now because it just looks too perfect, but I'm really, really happy with this. It's such a pretty cake. It's so nice. It's such a shame to eat it. And I'll show you the inside there. That's how it looks. It's all really held well together, especially for gluten-free. And it's perfect for Valentine's, whether you're celebrating it with someone or you're going out with friends or whatever you're doing on your own. You know, make yourself a little Valentine's cake. That's what I've done here, so that's really, really nice. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you liked this video. If you do, please give it a big thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. I hope you make your own Bundt cake and have a really great Valentine's Day, and I'll see you all in the next video.